All right, well, first of all, I want to thank you for attending a Team Flight Control event. This tutorial was designed to walk you through the process of downloading and registering for the online esports competition where you'll be able to fly the FPV simulator that you flew at our event, Rotor Rush. So after you attended our event, we will send you an email, and in that email there will be a link to start the process. If you can't find that email, I suggest going to your Gmail and searching for Rotor Rush or Team Flight Control and finding it that way. If you still can't find it, you can find it on our webpage. You're going to go to Contact and Exclusive Events, and you're going to see a registration link right here. What you're also going to see is step-by-step instructions of basically what I'm going over in this video. So at any time you want a quick reference, go ahead and click that link, and we will have what I'm going over in this video laid out for you. So you're going to go to the register link, go ahead and fill out your name. The rules of the event will be listed here. You're going to look for the date that you attended the Team Flight Control event. These events are particular to the Upper Merion event, so if you don't see your particular date here, don't worry. These dates will change. It's important that you enter the email that you're comfortable with entering at the downloading process as well. So when we create these custom codes for you guys, it's all attached to this email. So it's important that you use the same email throughout this process. Once you fill out this form, you're going to hit submit, and that is going to prompt Rotor Rush to then send you an email to download the program. If you can't find this email, I would suggest checking your spam folder and searching for info@rotorrush.com up in your search bar. This is what the email looks like. There's going to be a few download links. We recommend the Windows 64-bit option. This will allow you to use our Beta FPV controller that you used at camp. It's going to give you the most realistic scenario when it comes to flying the simulator. If you don't have a controller already and you're interested in using the exact controller you used at our camp or our event, you can find them on our webpage under Store, and it is called the Beta FPV Light Radio 2. And if you use the code UMTeamFC10, you'll get a 10% discount that you can enter at the checkout right there, and you'll get 10% off. If you do have a Mac and you don't have a Windows, you can go for a Mac download, but there you are required to use a Taranis controller or an orange wireless dongle for a Spectrum controller. In this email, you'll find your software activation info. The best way to do this is just to copy this to your clipboard and then enter your email manually once you download this. I've already downloaded the program, so I'm going to go ahead and open that up. This will be the first window that you see when downloading Rotor Rush. Just go ahead and paste in that specific code, enter your email address, go ahead and click the activate button. So once you copy and pasted your unique code and entered your email address, it's going to bring you to this main page. On this main page, you can see at the bottom right here, there's a video playlist that you can go through if you're having some troubles calibrating your controller, or if you just want to learn more about flight characteristics of the drone you're flying. There's some great videos in that section. The first thing we're going to do, though, is create your FPV pilot handle. So you're going to go over to membership, and you're going to enter in a nickname here that you want to go by. I go by Asthmatic FPV. I have asthma, and drone racing is the only sport that doesn't require me to use my inhaler. So I thought that was a cool name that I liked when I first started flying drones in 2014. So I put in Asthmatic 1 and hit save. It's going to check to make sure that that's available. In my case, it was. So we're good there. Back to the main menu. You want to make sure that you're downloading the correct track for the event that you just attended. Some events will have custom tracks. Other events might be using previous tracks, but it's important to make sure that you have downloaded the correct track event, or your times will not count towards the time trial competition. So to do that, we're going to go to tracks, and we're going to go to browse, make sure clubs is highlighted, and the easiest way to do this is just to type in Team Flight Control, search, and in this case, this is the Upper Merion competition, so you can see that that track is right here. And it's very important that you click the favorites box, and once you have that favorited checked off, you're going to go over to the My Favorites tab, and you should now see that time trial option right here. It's important that if it doesn't say update, it's going to say install. So you want to make sure that you update or install. We recommend only downloading the track that is specific to your event. This will make finding your track in the menu a little bit easier, and it will also improve the performance of your computer if you only have one track downloaded. Make sure you check your email to determine the first date that you can actually submit an official time. You have up until that date to practice as much as possible. Once that date approaches, we will send you a link that will allow you to register to the specific time trial event. And from that point on, you will only have 5 opportunities to submit your best time. So we recommend practicing up until then as much as possible. All right, the first thing we want to do before we start practicing is calibrate your controller. So you want to go up to the top right, Fly Solo, and you're going to go into the Configure Controller menu. Let me just go ahead and enable my controller on the screen. There we go. At first, if you move the controller and nothing's happening, that's because you have to configure the controller. So go ahead and hit the C button, and you're going to see whatever controllers you have connected right here at the top right. For us, it's the Beta FPV joystick, and you're going to go ahead and follow the instructions on the screen. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to center both sticks, and a good way to tell if it's centered is there is a little line on your controller that indicates the middle. So make sure that it's in the middle, and go ahead and hit configure and just follow these instructions. So it says up, wait till it says down, yaw right, yaw left, pitch forward, pitch back, pitch roll right, roll left, and then flick an aux 1 and aux 2. Great, and then you just want to confirm that these are correct. If you move your throttle up, you'll see the throttle icon moving, your yaw, roll, pitch, so 1, aux 2. Go ahead and hit save. And at that point, you can click the checkbox. At that point, your controller on screen should mimic your controller in real life. Now you can use the controller to go through the menu system. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go and find the drone that we're going to be using for the competition. You do have access to other drones, but it's very important that you use this drone. The Micro Drone 65 is the only drone that we're accepting for the time trials. So there's no sense in getting really good at any of these drones because this is the drone that we are using for our competition. If you try to submit a time with any of these other drones, it will not count. It actually won't even show up on our end, so the only chance you have of us seeing your time is using the 65. So you want to go up the menu to find our Team Flight Control organization. You go up and you'll see the new track for your event. Up, we'll select that track, and you're officially in the time trial course. Now at first you might be confused because you're moving the sticks and the drone might actually not be moving. That is because you have to arm the drone by pulling both sticks down into the center or just your throttle down into the right. Once your drone is armed, feel free to fly around, fly the course, try to submit your best time. If you are flying around and you're noticing that there's a lot of lag, you can adjust the graphics by clicking the escape button, going to the graphics tab, and lowering some of these dials. The most drastic change you'll see is when you lower the resolution, but your goal is to get at least above 60 frames per second. I'm on a high-end editing PC, so this number isn't what you should be shooting for. As long as you're above 60 frames, you should be okay. So just adjust some of these dials to get to that number. And don't get discouraged if you have to really lower the resolution, because I actually think that might be a more realistic simulator experience because no one's really flying at HD quality at these small micro drones. If you remember correctly from camp, the resolution that you saw was comparable to an old rabbit style TV where you were getting a lot of interference. So don't be afraid to lower your resolution. You can also adjust the audio for the sound of the drone and the compensator. The spotter can call it the lap number, the lap time, and the gates to make sure you're on course. And you can also land over on this little landing pad, and when it switches to status on, you will have the next gate highlighted in white. So it will show you the course. All right, well, I hope this helped you guys out, and I'm excited to see everyone posting times. Please feel free to reach out to us directly if you have any questions. I'm going to pop the email up here. You can email us at aviator@teamflightcontrol.com with any questions that you do have. And good luck to all that's competing.